Game, mythical language, graphic novels, robotics, and sci-fi. 60 minutes of pop fiction. Hosted by Marty Tengco. Thursdays 9 to 10 p.m. Created for radio by Kooky Tuason. Only here on your new music alternative, Jam 88.3.
Okay, sorry, my bad. And that was Witness the Thu'um by Entropic Tide. Welcome to 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction on Jam 8.3. Marty here, and today I asked a friend who I have interviewed ages ago about Thu'um in another show, Pass the Message in Kooky's Thinking Man's Classroom. I have none other than Carlo Gonzales. Hi, Carlo.
Hey, good evening, Marty. What's up?
Yep, I know. Don't talk Thu'um yet. I don't know. But apparently, the song knows, and if you check that on YouTube, it has all the words, or the commands, I suppose, that you say.
Yes.
No, not raise the dead. We're not planning to raise the dead here. Not really, but definitely we'll talk about Thu'um and Elder Scrolls and Skyrim. Please, we're on Facebook Live. Follow us on Facebook. Look for Jam 8.3. Look for me, Marty Tengco, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are online. You could message and ask us or share your experiences with Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or Thu'um or anything related to the game, and let us know what was the part you enjoyed, or maybe did you even enjoy the game? I mean, some people didn't. Some adore the game.
Yes, they do.
Some find it funny. And they made a parody. I apparently saw a parody of someone about breaking their knee and something.
Well, it's actually the meme goes like this: I used to be an adventurer like you.
Yes.
And then I got shot by an arrow.
Yeah, and then I can't anymore. Like
I took an arrow to the knee. Yes.
And there's this funny parody where all the villagers were dancing, all the soldiers, and the man was freaking out that he already spoke a Thu'um phrase that made everybody ran after him, and he was surrounded because he was freaking out.
Yes. Yeah, there's been a lot of content made about Skyrim, particularly in YouTube, basically anywhere. It's a really good game.
Okay, so I know guys are like, what are they talking about? All right, so let's talk about basically first Elder Scrolls, because that's what I told you guys on my posters. Elder Scrolls and Skyrim, how are they related? What is it anyway?
All right, how do I start? Well, first, we're going to have to talk about the Elder Scrolls franchise. This is a video. The video game was developed by Bethesda Game Studios, and it was published by Bethesda Softworks. So these games are known primarily for their open world, in that you can explore cities, landscapes, basically a world where you can do anything you want.
Not really.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
there are rules, of course.
Of course, there are rules in the game.
But with all the content in made for Skyrim, yes, you can pretty much do a lot of things, particularly with mods. So basically, yeah, that's just to give you a background on the world of the Elder Scrolls. It's the setting which the player is introduced to is basically the plane of existence is Mundus, and then of course there are other planes of existence, like the plane that surrounds, for example, Mundus is Oblivion.
Right.
Oblivion is where the Daedra, these are the reverse counterparts of the Aedra, which are basically gods. This is where they reside, and in Mundus lies Nirn. Nirn is Nirn is essentially the Earth of this particular universe or multiverse. And yeah, that's basically it. And to answer your question on what are the Elder Scrolls,
Right. And I have a really weird question about Elder Scrolls.
Sure.
Yeah. Since you've mentioned Aedra, right?
Yes.
Aedra. So the way I understand it, Aedra wrote the scrolls.
No,
I saw it. Like it's Adriatic.
there are lots of
Okay, fine. Right. I must have
nuances to that.
All right.
But yeah, even these scrolls are. I'll explain later as to why they're needed in the game. But
Okay.
basically, the game considers them to be, or the world considers them to be, somewhat detached from the fabric from the fabric of that reality.
Really?
They are. Of course, they are tomes. They are scrolls.
Yes,
they are the manifestations of knowledge,
and
they
prophecies, right?
and prophecies
Yeah.
as well. And they are also bound by time.
Right.
So basically, Elder Scrolls contain what could happen in time, what has happened in time, what could potentially happen even in the past.
Right.
So that kind of stuff is what is entombed or what is inside these Elder Scrolls. A lot of orders in the world of Nirn, particularly in Cyrodiil, have explored these Elder Scrolls. One from Skyrim, the Ancestor Moth monks.
Right.
After reading these scrolls, go blind.
Yeah,
And
because that's the thing. Why will you even want to? Because it's either that or you lose your sight or you go insane.
Well, yes, Septimus Cygnus did go insane. But when you think about it, isn't that the pursuit? We're going really deep here, dude. Isn't that the pursuit of all human existence?
I'm not gonna go insane.
But you brought us here. I'm just saying, yes, it brings them to
this is not
blindness.
the same as Odin. Odin lost an eye. That's different.
Yes, this is next level. You lost both your eyes.
And you go crazy.
Or you go crazy.
Right.
Yeah, so there are, I think, 4 stages. I don't quite remember as to when going into these when reading the Elder Scrolls.
Right.
But yeah, the last stage involves you going blind. You go blind, but once you've looked into the scrolls, you can understand it in your own language.
Right.
And you can basically get a glimpse into the fabric of reality. So yeah.
The way I understand it, for you to read Elder Scrolls, you actually have to be trained. Because if you read it the first time, you won't understand. Like, there's a certain training to understand and to read the Elder Scrolls, or else it's just something like just drawings for you.
Yeah, either you go insane or you go blind, or it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually the patterns that you see off of these Elder Scrolls are almost the same, in that there is I think the order of the planet or the realms enclosed by Oblivion,
Right.
with Mundus in the center. And then those, while they look the same, there are different interpretations of these.
Right.
So a lot of work has been put into something that's really more of a MacGuffin, in that it's really a mechanic or a how should I say this? Some sort of tool for developers to say it's happened. It's just that way because Elder Scrolls. Just because Elder Scrolls. Hence, this happens.
So a gamer doesn't need, like, if you're playing Skyrim, you don't really need to read the Elder Scroll.
Well, there are
Or are you required to attain it?
The only time that the first appearance of an Elder Scroll, I think, if I can remember correctly, it only appeared during Daggerfall. I think this is the third in the series of there are at least 5 Elder Scrolls games.
All right.
I think this is the third one. They only appeared once, and I don't think you could read it per se. But these scrolls contain the prophecies, the events in game. And I only play Skyrim, but the scrolls do have an effect on the game.
Do you go to a certain place to get the Elder Scroll, or is it given to the gamer as, let's say, doing a battle or something?
You have to go to a place.
To a certain place.
Yes, as someone who spent the 1,000+ hours in the game.
Yeah,
it never gets old.
I know, because every time I check anything related to Skyrim, everybody says I dedicate my 1,000 hours to plus to my life to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it.
Yes, I've dedicated 1,000+ hours, years to this game, and it's how should I say this? It's a lot of fun. That's the primary reason I don't have a girlfriend right now, but I'm pretty.
So guys,
totally
since you announced it on air,
don't do this.
I did not mention. Okay, so while you're at it, why don't we read the greetings?
All right. First greeting is from.
What's this? The Bible?
Greeting. I'm sorry. First greeting. Edna Samarista. Hello. Deborah gave us an okay. Aaron De Jos. I have 1,000 hours on Skyrim. Good on you, dude. Hell yeah.
Fist bump.
And Fernando Paulo Jr. Hi there. Avid listener here. Keep up the good work and more power.
Thank you so much. And
thank you.
Okay. Japoy Olete Binas. Hello to you too. Again, guys, we're on Facebook Live. Just look for us on Jam 8.3. We're also on social media, sorry. Look for Marty Tengco, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We do have a text line, 0915-349-0883. Let us know your thoughts about Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Thu'um, or whatever you've experienced about the game. Whether you liked it, you loved it, you almost sold your soul, I don't know, anything.
That's the part. There are soul gems in Skyrim that allow you to encase people's souls in them.
Oh, that's scary. And then what happens? Like, are they your enemies, or is it part of the game that you really have to encase souls?
Well, there's a certain mechanic in Skyrim where you can enchant your weapons with powers. These powers range from setting your sword on fire to basically sucking out their life force, and this usually involves the creation of soul gems. And the creation of soul gems usually requires souls.
So when you create a soul gem, let's say you break it, does that mean it gets released back? Does the soul or the souls get released back?
No. It goes to wherever it's supposed to go.
That is so
depending on the person's belief, I guess. I mean,
guess.
if you're a Nord, you probably go back to Sovngarde.
Well, Sovngarde is
the Bethesda version of Valhalla. Valhalla is the heaven where all Viking warriors go to.
Valhalla, if you're into Norse mythology, that's what, sort of, it's not really heaven per se. Like, if we're talking about Christianity, it's different, really.
Heaven is relative. I mean, like, if
relative.
I'm a Viking warrior, I'd like to drink mead in front of all the other warriors.
Yeah, and have fun.
With tavern wenches and, Valhalla, man.
Yeah, Valhalla is life.
Yes.
Rock that.
Nord.
All right, so we're gonna get back. I'll be playing. I gave my heart and soul to research, guys, because apparently you guys are so geeks, at least the gamers, that they actually turn it into metal. All the songs that are not metal. So I'll be playing
Blood and Thunder, guys.
Dragonborn by Jonathan Young, featuring Caleb Hyles. If you remember, if you were listening to my Disney episode, apparently Jonathan Young sang Moana in metal. I have a metal version. And Caleb Hyles did a song for that song about Gaston when he was fighting the mob. anyway, the mob song.
I mean,
all right.
no one sings like Gaston. So.
Yeah, no one sings, but Caleb Hyles did.
Yeah.
Beat him. All right. So I'll be playing Dragonborn by Jonathan Young featuring Caleb Hyles and Watch the Skies that is composed by Jeremy Soule that is from the album, the soundtrack itself of The Elder Scrolls.
Jeremy Soule.
You're still here, 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction and Jam 8.3, your new music alternative.
The city's new music authority, Jam 88.3. Your new music authority. Jam 88.3.
Parating na ang Red Horse. Stinka, 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 stinka. Ganito kalakas, kasarap ang Red Horse beer. Lakas! Lakas ng tama. Sarap! Pero di wasak. Red Horse Extra Strong, the number one beer in the Wakama. Drink responsibly.
Red Horse Beer, 500 ml, 39 pesos SRP. Lakas! Red Horse Beer Litro, 78 pesos SRP. Yon ang tama. Drink responsibly.
Next on Jam in the Box.
Viva International Pictures, MVP Entertainment, and Jam 88.3 invite you to the advanced screening of Destination Wedding.
What brings you to Paso Robles?
I'm going to that destination wedding.
Please don't tell me it's Keith and Nance.
So we're just the people you don't know where to stick?
You might as well just stick us together.
I don't want to be a person you don't know where to stick.
Destination Wedding is presumptuous. They're in a fool's paradise.
Don't you believe there's someone for everyone?
Close. I believe that there's nobody for anyone.
How do you not install a pathway? The heels won't make it. Can you carry me, please?
What?
This is the slowest I've ever been carried.
You gotta be quiet.
On October 2, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. at Robinson's Movie World Galleria, Cinema 1. Wait for the DJ's cue to call and win special invites. The Jam in the Box feature, Destination Wedding, from Viva International Pictures, MVP Entertainment, and Jam 88.3.
Are you ready for this? Prepare for a 60-minute music onslaught of monstrous proportions. Live rounds. An epic barrage of the most memorable stage performances.
You don't come to my show and fight, you come to my show and dance.
Played in rapid-fire succession. Live rounds. 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Mondays through Thursdays on Jam 88.3. Tone it down and take a breather. Jam 88.3's Different Sunday.
Turn away if you could get me
6 hours of familiar tunes. Given a unique twist.
It's like a hurricane, 'cause I'm secretly crazy for you.
The perfect soundtrack.
Can you explain to me what has become of us?
To cap off the final hours of the weekend.
Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady.
Tuck away under the sheets with Different Sunday. Every Sunday starting 6 p.m. exclusively on Jam 88.3.
Hey, user.
Hey, Sirit.
What is experience economy?
Oh, it's the current digital-led trend where the experience is as valuable as the product itself.
Thanks, smart person.
You're welcome, smartphone. Let's all experience extraordinary at Digicon 2018, presented by the Internet and Mobile Marketing Association of the Philippines. Catch Bozoman St. John of Endeavor, Asher Rapkin of Facebook, and more world-class digital thought leaders.
Last week to register. Sign up now at imap.com.ph.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whitehorn from Aurorikstead. And the bragger did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of all battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet to Ragnar the Red when he met the shield maiden Matilda who said, oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whitehorn from Aurorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of the battles and gold he had made. And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave last Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. When he thought the red and rolled around on the floor. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Thu'um from Auroric's thread. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of the battles and gold he had made. And so they came crashing and slashing of steel as the bravest Matilda charging full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red hand rolled around on the floor. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Thu'um from Auroric's thread. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of the battles and gold he had made. And so they came crashing and slashing of steel as the bravest Matilda charging full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red hand rolled around on the floor.
And that was Ragnar the Red by Edoardo Morelli. I think he's Italian. That's why his name is Morelli.
Hey.
You're still here. 60 minutes of pop fiction. Jam 8.3. Marty here and
Carlo.
And we're talking about Skyrim and Elder Scrolls and Thu'um, the dragon language. But I have a question since I already played it. Who is or what is Ragnar the Red? Apparently, if you're a player, you know what it is. This is this dude with a lyre. Was it a lyre? It's debatable. It's debatable because it's this weird thing.
Yeah, it's a lute.
And it suddenly appears. You know, he will ask you. There's this part where you're the player. Then, can you play me the song? Sure. And then all of a sudden, boom!
Yes.
It shows up. I'm like, how did it even show up? Okay.
Yeah.
Who and what is Ragnar the Red?
Ragnar the Red is a song that's sung by bards across Skyrim. And bards have their own college in the world of Skyrim. Skyrim is the northern... Oh gosh, we're going really way into the geography of Nirn.
No problem.
So Tamriel is basically the landmass in Nirn, which is the earth of that reality. And the northernmost part of Tamriel is Skyrim. Skyrim has many colleges. The College of Winterhold, that's for magic users.
All right.
So if you wanna have a Skyrim-esque Harry Potter-esque Skyrim experience, you have to go there. And then there are the College of Bards. Basically, bards are scattered across the land. Some of them just sing songs. Some are adventurers. And Ragnar the Red happens to be one of their most favorite songs
famous,
to sing.
yes.
And essentially, Ragnar, it tells of the story of a braggart named Ragnar the Red, who...
That is so failed braggart.
Yes, I just wanted to talk about the song.
All right.
And yeah, some guy just stands up. You're such a jerk, and yeah, he just is at the end of this onslaught. Ragnar the Red apparently dies. No, man.
I'm so sorry.
Apparently, they just had a good talk. They had to let out some feelings, and Ragnar the Red's head had to roll off his corpse. Okay.
Okay, that is so bad. All right. Let's go back to
Okay.
Skyrim.
Hey.
All right. So I think we left off with there were a lot of we just, passed through a lot of things. Okay. For an initial player, like they enter Skyrim, what is the first thing that they need to know, at least generally, to be able to play Skyrim without getting lost?
Okay. We're talking player like you just bought the game, right? This has been released since 2011.
I know, but we're talking about the legal game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess what you need to know about Skyrim is that because the intro to the game is really cool. You're taken prisoner by the imperial that's a common thing with
bound
elder.
and
Yes,
gagged.
you're not necessarily. They're not gagged. You're
Just bound.
Yeah, that's sinking. Yeah, so you enter Skyrim as a prisoner, and before basically just a little background around the game. Dragons have begun appearing everywhere.
Right.
They were once thought to be extinct
Right.
after the Great Dragon War.
Okay.
And at that time, Skyrim has a civil war going on between the Stormcloaks and the colonial empire, which is
Right.
the Empire of Cyrodiil.
Yeah.
You enter Skyrim, you're caught. You were taken as prisoner by the Empire, and then you were supposed to be beheaded. Yes.
What an introduction
yes,
to
man.
the game.
Yeah, and that's the cool part about Skyrim is that they allow you to.
I thought D&D was bad.
Oh, don't go there. We have to talk about it
Another time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, basically this is a wonderful way of allowing the characters to modify themselves because the person taking note of who's going to be executed next, they ask you your name, where you're from, and there are a bunch of races and there are a bunch of regions in Tamriel. So you could
No fair trial.
Yes, everyone just dies under the Empire. Well, yeah. So one of the featured races in Skyrim are the Nords.
Right.
The Nords are natives to Skyrim. They are basically the Vikings of that world.
Alright.
There are also cat people known as the Khajiit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're literally a cat person there. There are also the Argonians who are reptilian. And then there are a bunch of elves.
Right.
There are high elves. There are low elves. There are no low elves. I'm kidding. There are dark elves. There are wood elves.
I was like gonna.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Dark
You wanna
elves,
go there?
Dark elves, high elves. Yeah, each of these races have specific bonuses to their each of these have specific bonuses to their gameplay. So whereas the high elves, for instance, they have more magic. They have bigger pool of magic to draw from to use spells.
Right.
And the Nords are just really tough. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good with two-handed weapons. And they have this special ability that just they shout so loud everyone runs or is scared. Yeah.
Okay. So when you enter like Skyrim, there's no chance that you could change your character. That's just one character.
There are mods that there are
Because like other games, right? You could choose between being, let's say, a warlock, a mage, or a warrior, or something. So Skyrim, there's just one character.
You can. Well, number one, you could have a lot of characters. So you can have one character that's like a tank, one character that's like a warlock or a mage or wizard. But I guess one of the beauties of Skyrim, and actually for all Elder Scrolls game, is that it allows or it gives the players some sort of flexibility in being what they want to be. You could dual wield swords. You could have a sword and shield. You could two-hand a sword.
Wow,
you can dual wield magic.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, you could wield fire in one hand and wield lightning in the other.
Wow.
So yeah,
combos.
Yes, and there are stats that you can fill in to to increase your damage for your weapons or to increase your constitution so you don't die as easily. So yeah, that's one of the most that's one of the better things of Skyrim compared to other RPGs. I guess you're not caught in this linear path. If you're a mage, you're mage. There's no way you can be a tank because you're too smushy. Well, that's true sometimes. You can still be smushed if you it allows
Just
you that.
sad,
It gives you that versatility. You can be whatever you want to be in Skyrim.
I know. Okay, so you finished Skyrim, right?
Yes.
How long did you play it?
I thought
I know, but
1,000 plus years.
No, but seriously, like let's say, how long should a person dedicate? to playing this game?
Oh gosh.
With all seriousness.
Well, if you're going to play the main quest,
right?
Just the main quest.
Just the quest.
The main quest is
because there are a lot of side quests in all games.
Yes. If you're gonna play the main quest, I suppose a good 8 hours would do
per day.
No, for the entire thing. If I'm
correct.
Right. Yeah, a good 8 hours.
So it's
would
like
do.
a whole Sunday or Saturday or something. Your free day, you play it, you're done.
12,
just for the
8
main,
to 12 hours.
Just
for the main quest.
So
yes.
if you do side quests, it's a totally different story.
Yes, it's a totally different.
That's like
story.
for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so with games, right? You level up.
Yes.
Correct. So when you level up, does it mean also that you become stronger? You beat bigger bosses or something, or no? There is really none of that.
Yes. How should I say this?
Do you beat a god?
Yes. Well, the son of a god. Okay. Let me.
I don't know if that's an expression or it's
no,
real.
No, it's real.
It's real. Okay.
How should I say this? There are constant enemies in Skyrim.
Right. Okay.
So if you go to a high enough level, these constants level up with you.
Of course.
Where a Draugr, if you'll check even Viking mythology, the Draugr are basically dead people.
Mm-hmm.
Those are things that you usually encounter in Skyrim in their dungeons, in their caverns. Apart from the bears and the spiders and the occasional werewolves.
Right. So it has a medieval-esque vibe. Okay, let me just clarify. So this is not a modern thing. It's like a medieval-esque vibe.
Yes.
So that's the reason why the monsters are just the same. Like,
yes.
You have to be in theme,
Yes.
Even the monsters have to be
you can't expect the Darth Vader character to appear out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah, so as you level up, these Draugr eventually become Draugr Overlords, Draugr Whites, and then Draugr Death Lords and Overlords. So these guys pack a punch, and it's meant to give the players a challenge. And that should also depend on the difficulty you have. Like, I finished Skyrim only once. on master difficulty. Like 2 swipes from the Draugr and I'm dead. It's the most frustrating thing. And I'm like, I play games so I could feel powerful and good about myself. Why am I subjecting myself to such
to die again?
Oh, yes.
And die. How many times did you die?
I died a bunch of times.
So, guys, it's not fun. I'm talking about the game, not talking about him per se.
Emotionally? No, kidding. Yeah. You will die a bunch of times if you're not careful. That's with all games.
Yeah, it's all games.
Yeah, but the best thing about Skyrim is their enemies. I guess that's why it's so popular between people of my generation, of our generation. I'm sorry, we're very young.
We're very young,
yes.
so everybody's generation,
yes,
guys.
Yeah.
It's popular because apparently there's a new Skyrim update.
It's an Elder Scrolls game.
All right, so it's still there. So don't feel like it's a generational thing. It's there.
Yeah.
Carlo.
Yeah, the reason why this or Skyrim is such a great game is because of the presentation. It makes the player feel so like they can do something to change the world. It makes them feel like, and I guess this is a millennial thing. Oh no, I said the M word.
Yeah.
It focuses on the self. Like I am the chosen one. I am the Dragonborn. I am the one meant to stop this particular catastrophe from happening.
Right.
Because Skyrim is really a game about, or the plot in Skyrim is that the World Eater Alduin, it's the firstborn of Akatosh. This is the son of a god that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Akatosh being one of the 8 divines. 9 divines because I'm a Nord.
Okay.
Yeah, Alduin is about to devour all of the entire world, and you're the one mentioned by prophecy to stop him. And this is where the Elder Scrolls comes in.
That's when you become so powerful. You
yes,
feel it. But you have to grow up first.
You literally have you have to learn all these words. You have to go through all these you have to go through the entire state of Skyrim to look for these hidden world walls to learn more of the dragon language. And as you kill dragons, you gain their souls or their life energy. So it's like Highlander.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
So
guys.
metal.
Okay, Highlander. Sorry. Okay, we're young. We apparently heard it somewhere.
Yeah. Hi, what? No, Highlander is a really good film.
We're just kidding. All right. Hello to Cecil Artates. Hi, Cecil. Hi to Izay, Ann Maninantan, Joseph Han Suarez. Hello. Miguel Dayanghirang. Hello. Ryan Anyaska. Hello. Who's that?
That's my dungeon master. It's Jade. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I think you have a tweet that you need to respond
Oh yeah.
to.
This is a tweet from Christian Melanie Lee. This is from Melay and from Nestor.
Okay.
Bakit di namin alam ni Slick Master PH to? I'm sorry.
All right. So while he's figuring out how to respond to you guys, I'll be playing another song, The One Dragonborn by Jeff Winner. And I think I'll be playing The Age of Oppression, also by Jeff Winner. You're still here. 60 minutes of pop fiction on Jam 8.3, your new music alternative. And it's not playing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're still here. 60 minutes of pop fiction on Jam 8.3, your new music alternative.
The city's new music authority, Jam 88.3.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone.
For the age of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive off the empire from this land that we own. With the blood and our steel we will take back our home. To the days come and gone. For the age of oppression is now nearly done.
Anak, anong gusto mong baon?
For Monday, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Tuesday, si Belle. Wednesday, Vroom, Lightning McQueen. Thursday and Friday, Elsa, Anna, and Snow White. Saturday, Nemo and Dory.
Collect all 6 designs of Absolute Distilled Drinking Water 250 ml bottle. Now in designs of your favorite Disney characters. Disney's Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Belle and Snow White, Frozen's Elsa and Anna, Disney Pixar's Cars Lightning McQueen, Nemo and Dory. Available in all of your leading supermarkets. Drinking water has never been this magical. Absolute Distilled Drinking Water. Pure water, pure love.
Absolute Pure Distilled Drinking Water. The #1 distilled water brand in the Philippines. In groceries, convenience stores, and drugstores.
Rachel Herodias invites you to revel in the classics of Philippine song in Madly Filipiniana. On October 14 and 21, 7 p.m. at the Globe Auditorium, Maybach Performing Arts Theater, BGC. Presented by BGC Art Center, Department of Tourism, and Tiger 22 Media. With guest artists Byongin Park, Raul Sunico, Kalilayan Folkloric Dance Crew, The Coro ng Unida, and Jet Pangan. Madly Filipiniana.
Balian ng Leeg tuwing Sabado alas 7 ng gabi.
Bask in the nature of creation and recreation.
But the sun will rise the day after tomorrow.
when the planet is watered by our sorrow.
With an album dedicated to spoken word.
When the water gets rough and I wanna get off this boat, we're both in together.
Because Pilipinas, the album.
And love like fire kindles red and blue.
Andito ang sikat ng araw, gumuguhit sa balikat ko.
Featuring Ryan Gonzales, Danton Remoto, Jeannie Mata, Mike Coroza, Lord De Vera, Kooky Tuason, and more.
Take care of the sound and sense takes care of itself, they say.
One could get lost in diagrams illustrated by spaces between points of clocking in and out of keeping words.
Pen is power, and so is your voice. Because Pilipinas, the album. Out now on Spotify, iTunes, and Deezer. Only from your new music alternative. Jam 88.3.
Let's all experience extraordinary at Digicon 2018, presented by the Internet and Mobile Marketing Association of the Philippines. Catch Bozoma St. John of Endeavor, Asher Rapkin of Facebook, and more world-class digital thought leaders.
Last week to register. Sign up now at imap.com.ph.
The city's new music authority. Jam 88.3.
Okay, okay, Carlo.
Yo, what's up? Best song ever. Best song
okay,
ever.
wake up. Don't die.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so tell them what's the name of the song.
The name of the song is Sovngarde.
All right, it's Sovngarde theme that was composed by Jeremy Soule.
Jeremy?
Jeffrey.
Okay.
Don't
okay.
correct me. I'm
sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But okay, tell them why you're so solemn.
Well, it's basically the song that you hear when you're entering Sovngarde as the character, and when you enter Sovngarde, you're in the final stages of the game.
Basically, when you die, and then you
you just get transported. Well, if you're a Nord and you die, that's probably what you hear. Just a band behind you just saying it so in Thu'um.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Bye. I'm sorry, but you have to go.
Yeah, or more like, hey man, congrats, you died in battle with honor and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I'd like to say hi to Don Clara Ramirez. Thank you so much. I know you've been such a fan in Kooky Show, and thank you so much for sharing my show. Okay.
Hi, Clarence Soto Santos.
Oh, hello. Hi. All right. So, we were talking about Thu'um,
yes.
which apparently, guys, I've interviewed Carlo years back. Mm-hmm. In my show, Pass the Message, in an online show. It's an online show in Thinking Man's Classroom.
1,000 years ago.
Grabe naman. Not 1,000 years ago. Okay, so we only talked about Thu'um. So I know what Thu'um is, but my listeners or the listeners of Jam don't know what Thu'um is. So what is Thu'um?
The Thu'um is an ancient language in Skyrim that is spoken by the Akaviri and by the dragons. Mm-hmm. So it's a divine language that allows its speakers, those who have the power to anyway, it allows them to speak this language and manipulate the world around them, essentially.
Apparently, Thu'um is so powerful that just one statement, just one line, can either destroy or whatever, whether the surrounding area, or a whole, a bigger
a town, it's basically it's a very powerful language.
Right.
It draws from the power from the inner power of the Nords or from whatever dragon blood that they have. And basically that's the power of the Thu'um. It's an ancient dragon language that's magical in a sense. It draws power from dragons, and dragons are basically the children of the 8 divines. The divines are one of the divines, Akatosh, who is the god of time. Basically they have dominion over the skies. So that's why they're very powerful. And that's the coolest thing about the Thu'um is that it allows you to it's a word of power in a sense. So whenever you say something, whenever dragons say something, they mean it so much that
it's so powerful.
Yeah, it manipulates the world around them.
Yeah, it is.
Whenever 2 dragons fight, they're not just fighting through sheer physical force or brute strength. They're actually having a very deadly verbal debate.
Yeah, and the thing is, if I read correctly, Thu'um, those who are speakers of Thu'um, they have to be gagged because if they, the moment they just open their mouth.
Yes, whenever they utter any word of power that can... the effects range from freezing from slowing down time to just people exploding in front of them because of the sheer force of their their personality through the voice. And it's a really good thing, and you think about it, because words carry weight, words carry power.
So if you listen to Kooky's show, Kooky always says that words are powerful. And Kooky, what do you say nga? Keep words spoken. Is that what it is? Yeah. Kooky says that. Keep words spoken. A word after word after word is powered by Margaret Atwood. And therefore, just like what he says in dragon language, it's beyond, of course, gaming and all that. But just proves to show that even in gaming, they respect words.
Yes. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kooky is actually a graybeard. Someone from the Elder Scrolls who has
who declares
power over words and stuff. He says something, it happens.
Yeah, it just happens, And then whole generations of... No, I'm just kidding.
People follow her word and stuff.
Yeah. Because nobody says no to Kooky.
Oh, no, I turned it off.
Did you turn your PC off?
Oh, no.
Are you serious? Did you just kick it?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Okay, while we're trying to figure out what you did. Okay, while trying to figure out what you did, tell me in the first place, why Skyrim? There's so many games in the Philippines alone that, you could find online. Why Skyrim? Skyrim started, or at least when did you start playing Skyrim?
I started playing Skyrim when it got released. That's November 11, 2011. 11/11. So basically, I played at that time, and my brothers were really into it. And,
All right.
We started as a family. We started playing with it. We take turns in the laptop. I get the most turns because I'm the eldest.
That is nasty.
Then,
Okay, that is being,
Yeah, that's me practicing my Thu'um.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we really bonded over it. Like we talked about what would happen in the lore, and I had fun doing research on the Elder Scrolls lore, so I can talk to them about it, tell them about it. It's a really, for something that's not a multiplayer experience, it's a really good bonding tool for me, and pretty much in gaming in general.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't have there's this stereotype of gamers being people who live in their mother's basements who aren't social. But no,
that is so funny.
Gamers are actually also very social, and
well, yeah, because there's multiplayer gaming.
Yes,
and now it's very advanced now that you don't need to go out. You just need a webcam. No, not webcam.
A mic.
A mic and your laptop that has a camera, and you're good to go.
It's a toxic experience. Anyway.
Again, guys, we do not encourage. If Carla said that you have to use 8 hours, doesn't mean say you do it straight.
Yes,
you have to do your responsibilities. You know, he goes to work, guys.
I do go to work.
Yeah, he does go to work. He does have other responsibilities. So please, this is still for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
And, you gotta learn a lot of things through gaming. That is for sure.
Yeah.
But take a break, take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to, because I enjoyed Thu'um, at least when we did our, you'll have to say phrases, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's one phrase that I didn't mention that I forgot. It's Dremyolok.
Okay.
That's greetings in Dragon, and it basically Dremyolok. Usually Dragon phrases come in 3 words.
Okay.
Basically the third word is supposed to solidify the entire phrase.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's weird because you have to say 3 things just to mention something. I am hungry. Where is comfort room? That's 4 words even. That's in Dragon language. To solidify a phrase, you have to say your thought in 3 words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
there's
other phrases?
Dremyolok.
Uh-huh.
There's Fusroda.
Yeah, that is what I've
Yes.
been hearing everywhere. What's Fusroda?
That is my motto in life. Fusroda literally translates to unrelenting force.
Okay.
So basically, that's when I mentioned that one of the effects of having this voice is ripping a person to shreds.
Okay.
Then this
Do not
computer
rip our,
apparently
don't rip our PC.
I am so sorry. To shreds. That's one of the effects of that's the Thu'um. That's the words of power required to push people or to basically use a tremendous amount of force to push them off of a cliff.
Right.
There's Loktorjul, I think, that allows you to
Loktorjul.
Yes, to control the weather.
Uh-huh. Can you do that? Can you do that now?
I wish was there. I hope that there's a language or there's a phrase that can control traffic. Oh no! Or wait, I'm late. I don't know. It's hard.
Okay,
Yeah,
but-
if you had dragons, you could probably fly. But these are these phrases. These Thu'um are very powerful, and only a select people not.
Are they innate or can you learn it?
There are people. I'd like to say it's an innate thing, but others don't necessarily have the blood or the capacity to learn it, but to really apply it. But they just learn it anyway because it's become a path for them. I mentioned that Kooky is a graybeard. Graybeards are the followers of Parthenax, a hero or a dragon who basically turned away from the tyrannical nature of dragons and became a good guy dragon, and sided with the mortals, the mortals, the humans, so that the dragons don't have to make things bad for everyone.
Right.
Because dragons by nature are very tyrannical because of course they are the firstborn of one of the strongest
this
gods.
ego here.
Yes,
that
they have Exactly.
I'm the first here. You guys are just second rate.
The firstborn. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I am the bad guy. Yeah. So basically, that's the nature of dragons, and Parthenax was one of the first dragons to turn away from that.
All right.
So from being naturally evil, he what's more. There's this question he popped to the player, which really gave me a really good insight into myself.
Right.
What is more honorable, I think, or valorous?
Right.
Being naturally good, or being able to resist your tyrannical nature to become good.
Wow.
So yeah, that
is more of like a life question than anything.
Yeah. See, that's why I spent 1,000 hours on this game, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's there are a lot of games where we pick up a lot of lessons,
right.
And Thu'um being being a language of dragons carries weight and power. Yeah, that's the discussion I have for Thu'um at least.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Okay, Mark of Bulacan, astig po ang music at armor. Wow, where's the... Yeah, imagine the armor. Yeah.
The skin armor. Yeah.
All right, hello to Brian, my classmate, Brian Paul Gibb. Hello to Romar Suarez Divizon, Mike Berha, Nico Santiago. No, I forgot to tune in at 9. Christian Pondok, what is the language... what's this? What is the language you can use, Carlo? I think we're talking about Thu'um. So, Carlo was mentioning those lines that he was mentioning are called Thu'um.
Yes.
Okay. Those three words. THU apostrophe UM. That's Thu'um. And Nico Santiago, have you played Morrowind, Carlo?
Yes, partially. But I went back to Skyrim because it has better graphics.
Oops. Yeah, but I can't. Okay. I did see that. Psychosocial by Slipknot, please. I'm really so sorry. So because it's not related to Skyrim, I mean, I wish it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fantastic. I'm sorry, it's not. I'm playing everything related to Skyrim. Well, maybe I could try ask later.
Yeah.
But for this particular episode, no, we don't. Slipknot wasn't able to play for Skyrim. Maybe next time. Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. All right. So. What's this? Aaron de Dios, Oblivion, best game in the series.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Did you like it?
I haven't played it. Like I said, Skyrim
why.
is the only game I played. But, it's mostly because of the technical aspects why I stay there. Yeah.
Nico said, how could you?
Ooh. Sorry. I am a Skyrim player.
All right.
Okay.
So if Thu'um is something you can't learn, will the player as yourself can ever learn it?
Yes.
So you could.
Yeah.
You could. Will that make you powerful in the game?
Yes, very much. In the game, naturally, there are some spells that you can do. There are basically branches of spells. There's conjuration, Harry Potter stuff. That the kind of Harry Potter magic you see, and then there are different branches for combat, two-handed, one-handed,
right.
And then there are branches for rogues, such as myself, a charismatic rogue with boyish good looks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you look for him in Skyrim, okay?
Yeah, so there's
beat him for me, will you?
Yeah. The words of power are really these tools that allow you to experience Skyrim more and really give you a tactical advantage in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these are words that you can learn. The plot of Skyrim is that you, the player, are the chosen one, and you have to rid the world of Alduin, the World Eater.
Can you, with Thu'um, kill a dragon?
Yes.
Wow. So it's but Thu'um is dragon language. So how are you gonna?
Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, when dragons fight, they're having a verbal debate.
Imagine if your verbal debate can kill.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Not Kooky. If verbal debate can kill.
Yeah.
Man. Oh
Man,
my
I would
goodness.
have killed a lot of people. But yeah,
that's scary though. It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, again, words carry power.
Exactly.
Like,
it's just that it's so obvious in a game. Like,
like,
with wounds and
you literally get damaged whenever.
Right, exactly.
Like, whenever a dragon.
You're bleeding.
Yeah. Whenever a dragon breathes fire on you, it's saying "yol." Yol. Oh, man, I have to check on my Thu'um. But yeah, it's saying Yol, and Yol is basically a fire word that allows you to set people or things on fire.
Oh, crazy.
So basically, yeah, it's you can defeat dragons that way.
Okay, all right. Apparently, Nico said, how could you? You just need to mod Morrowind. It has better mission design.
Sure. I will, for the sake of... Sure, man.
You know, the reason why you're not saying anything is because you still want to play on at Buku Buku. And he
yes,
says...
I still do.
Nico said, boyish good looks, question mark. Well, it's called fantasy for a reason.
Sick burn, dude.
That hurts. And then he plays a laughing icon. Okay, so that's being... At least it's not Thu'um. Imagine if it was Thu'um.
Yep.
There's damage already here. He's gonna be bleeding.
My life bar is at 30%. I need to eat more cabbages. Yes.
All right. So, encourage them, our listeners, to play Skyrim, or what do they need to do to start playing Skyrim?
Skyrim is basically a 7-year-old game, I think, since it came out 2000.
So is this a PC game? 11. Is this a Wii?
It's a PC, PS,
PS4,
Xbox. You can play this game.
Okay.
There have been a lot of mods. You can play this game in, I think, virtually any console. I think it's coming out to the Switch as well.
Wow.
But yeah, although if you're looking for a good game to play, there's also Elder Scrolls Online. But the Elder Scrolls Online is set on another age.
Right.
This was pre-Skyrim, so let's not get into that. Yeah. But yeah, you could also, like me, if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, you could also probably wait for Elder Scrolls 6.
Wow, yeah.
It's coming out. It just got announced in E3 this year, and I'm excited for it. I need to sell some of my body parts to get the PC parts needed for that game. But hey,
so it's like, which one, the kidney or the?
Probably my left lung. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's one of the things. But if in any video game, actually, I'd like to stress at least two things. Number one, I play it for the story. So if you want, video games are a medium now.
Right.
People have books. Yes. People have videos. Video games in themselves are mediums with which to tell stories, to send different messages. And Skyrim, for me, happens to be one of those games that gave me self-confidence that I'm a Dragonborn, that I can finish a 70.3 triathlon because of the
He's actually... Are you a triathlete?
Yes.
Yes, he's an actual triathlete, you guys.
With the power of dragon blood and stuff. And, the second thing is video games are good because it gives you this mindset of being challenged. And there are a lot of things that does this. But whenever you gamify something, like, I have to beat this, I have to beat my deadlines, I have to beat my habit of waking up late maybe or eating too much, it gives you that edge na, no, I am a gamer, and I don't want to say that in a political sense. Now, I am a gamer and I can beat this.
Right. It's actually a good way of looking at it. So you do not just settle just for the gaming. You also impart it, or rather, you actually apply it in your life. That you have schedules, because apparently in gaming, you can't just say, excuse me, I don't want to die yet. Can you give me 5 minutes? You can't.
You can't say that.
If you die, you die.
Yes.
So you have to like if you have to increase your level or something to be able to defeat.
Yes.
You really need to work it out. Like have a workout. So have a schedule or a schedule, whatever you want to, however you want to say it. So that's a good way of looking at it.
I mean, like, in life, we all have our demons and dragons to conquer. And usually, they're very big. And they can kill you in 2 to 3 shots. But, if with enough willpower, smarts, and, courage,
and
beat the power of your words.
Yeah, that is true.
Hell yeah, Kooky. You can beat these dragons and demons.
Okay, Aaron de Dios, Lovers Lab Best Mod.
I think those are the mods. Yeah, I know that mod.
I don't know.
And it is kind of late. Are you willing to go to that?
How bad is it?
I mean, I think it's one of those mods that allows you to, flirt with one of the non-player character. And
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean,
people do that.
Yeah, have you been to the internet lately?
I know, but I didn't know people seriously do that.
They do that. They mod it. So yeah, you have to. It's like
Okay, I'm not making fun of you, Aaron. It's so weird. Like. I thought it was just like, part of the gameplay. Like, you just have to go through it. I didn't know it's a mod, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of modifications have been made to Skyrim for that specific reason. Well, not that specific reason. Oh my gosh. For many reasons. One of them is to make them look cooler in terms of armor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Christian John Bonnock, Marty Tengco, funny joker. I asked for Carlo, you can video games what's this? Marty, you can video games, you are a gamer. Okay, you're a gamer, right, Carlo?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
not just Skyrim. You play a lot of other games. Yep. Yeah. So Carlo's. You might see him in another episode of mine because apparently he's into a lot of fandoms and games and whatnot. Yeah, you saw him before in D&D. He fell asleep in Lord of the Rings.
I went into the West.
You went into the West, into the Grey Havens. So apparently he slept during the... What song did you say he fell asleep with?
Strangely, the funeral of Theoden.
Imagine, someone is already dying and you're like, I'm sorry, I know you're dead, man.
Hey, man. Everyone's talking about their freaking Harry Potter weddings and Star Wars weddings.
Okay.
I want to have an LOTR themed funeral, man.
Like, someone will sing in Old English.
Yes. And then shoot arrows into my boat.
And then we'll have to play, after that, we will play Sovngarde.
Yes. Hell yes.
Okay, this is weird. I know it's a bit odd that we're talking about someone's funeral, but, you just sort of make light of things because it's going to happen,
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, eventually you have to accept
That's
the
why
fact
you
that...
have to face your dragons.
Yeah, you have to face your dragons. Anything you like to promote?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, shout out to my parents for making me, my brothers and sisters. Shout out to the Crimson Storm, DMEJ, please don't kill us. Shout out to my team who is having my triathlon team who's having dinner right now without me. Stiff Ring Multisports and Stiff Ring PH Mar Machine. And then lastly, Jiffy.ph, guys. It's a website service that allows you to get a website of your own for less than 30 pesos per day.
Really?
Yes, Jiffy.ph.
How does that work? Okay, all right. They can message you.
Yes.
Carlo Gonzales. They can add you on Facebook.
Oh yeah, they can visit my website and they can also visit my Facebook page. It's Carlo IRL in real life. Yeah, that's my gaming channel. I am separate people, Marty.
Okay, all right. I know. And Kooky has a gig. I think Kooky, you have a gig. I forgot the details again, sorry. Because apparently, Kooky on Tuesdays is this amazing spoken word artist. On Saturday, this particular Saturday, she's a romantic. She will...
This coming Saturday, I do have a gig. Actually, you're going to be performing with me
I will do percussions with Kooky.
Marty's going to play percussions for me.
And Ronnie Mistal will be playing violin or strings?
Strings.
Wow,
yes, it's
so
going to be at the Venice Grand Canal, McKinley Hill at 6 p.m. So, yeah.
Guys,
I'm going to perform love poems for you guys.
So what you're going to do is go to the McKinley Hill Facebook page, Grand Canal Mall Facebook page. You are supposed to follow the instructions of going to Juliet's Wall. Write your most extreme love problem in the world.
What?
Because apparently Juliet's secretary, aka Kooky Tuason with an S, will solve your problems. With the power of the word, Thu'um.
Yeah, with the Thu'um. She will be speaking dragon language while solving your love problems.
Wish me luck on that one.
She will do it in poetry and with force. And we will be playing music. In force.
Oh no! I'm thinking with due force. Excessive, lethal force.
I know, because people have so many problems with their love lives. You sort of wonder, like, guys, do you even eat? Do you even sleep? Do you even go to work?
Right? Some people spend thousands of hours playing games, just getting over a loved one. No.
What is that?
It's someone I know.
Oh, okay.
Can I mention her pala?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Ichan! Anyway, okay. See you on Saturday. Anyway, go on. Diba?
So apparently, Kooky will woo you and solve your problems with their poetry on Saturday. So might as well go to McKinley Hill
through force
right now. Oh no, not right now. They're closed.
But the wall is there. Huh? The wall is there.
The wall is there. Sneak in the wall. Because apparently, okay, let me clarify. Let me clarify. This particular ritual, not ritual, but what they do is actually real in Verona. Verona. They actually do it.
Verona.
Yeah, they actually do that every time. Every person has a love problem will stick in the wall, and Juliet's secretaries around ranges from 5 to 10 people. Right back to everyone who writes on the wall. And that's real. It's a real tradition.
Yes.
And so Kooky is the tradition now.
Can I write now?
And she'll do the most powerful words you can think of, aka Thu'um.
Yes.
Yes. Again, Kooky Tuason, guys, on Saturday,
Yeah.
6 o'clock p.m.
6 p.m.,
at
guys.
Juliet.
And Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, Big Gus
Big Gus
Filipinas, 9
Filipinas.
to 11 p.m. Lambert, who apparently played Skyrim. Hi, who killed everybody.
Yeah, he wants to kill you.
Because he was so annoyed, like, why is it so? There's so many rules, apparently.
Yeah, there are lots.
So he ended up killing everybody. Hi, Lambert. His show is of course, Mondays to Thursdays, 6. What show is that? 6 to 9 p.m. I forgot. Locals only and bandwagon. No. Oh, sorry. I forgot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's locals only. And then, of course, just 6 to 9. Don't kill me. Boss Lambert, don't kill me. I just forgot everything
And
else.
this is our last show.
Okay. But again, guys, thank you so much for everybody who have messaged, tweeted, and, SMS. Thank you, Marco Vulcan. Thank you, Carlo.
No problem.
Thank you so much for making us laugh and making us realize things about Skyrim.
What I just realized.
Yeah. Private show is on Wednesdays.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Yeah, private show by Bandwagon Philippines, right? Sponsored by Bandwagon Philippines, Kooky? Yeah. So, yeah, every Wednesdays. And your show next week? My show next week is when you
be the very best. No one ever was. I'll probably be here.
Okay, what's the name of what's my topic next week?
Pokemon.
Okay, and we're talking about, I think it's called the originals, like the first
150.
Yes. Because I don't know the rest.
150.
Yeah, so if you played Pokemon Go, we will also be talking about that, because I did play Pokemon Go at the height, and then it just became too difficult.
Yeah, man. Ever since that additional 250,
I'm sorry. But you know what? It should not stop. If you're a Pokemon fan, please go ahead.
You gotta catch them all, dude.
You can't go overseas, man. Seriously, you have to go like to Australia or something to catch all of those.
Australia. Sorry.
Okay.
Accent sounds sorry.
All right, forget it. I will be leaving you. Okay, guys. Carlo is still a reliable person with regards to Skyrim and other fandoms. You can look for him, add him up, Carlo Gonzales. Or, what's the name of the site again?
You can visit jiffy.ph for your website needs. Or if you want to visit my blog, it's carloangelogonzales.com.
Right. Again, I'm on Facebook, guys. Marty Tengco, TNGCO. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Message me your thoughts. What other topics you'd like me and Kooky to, because Kooky's the one who's handling this show, you guys. She's the one who's created this one. 60 minutes of
words of power.
She's the words of power. So she created 60 minutes of pulp fiction. That unfortunately became 60 minutes of pulp fiction here in our schedule. Schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, message us. Kooky Tuason is online 24/7. Look for her, Kooky Tuason in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Because Filipinas 9-11. Again, my show, of course, it's Tuesdays, guys. That's not every day. Because Filipinas is on Tuesdays, 9 to 11 p.m. My show, Thursdays, is 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction, 9 to 10 p.m. And we'll be talking about Pokemon next week. I'll be leaving you with Tale of Tongues by Edoardo Morelli. Again, if you want to know all the songs I've been playing every week, just look for Marty Tengco. I'll be playing I always post all the tracks that I play every week. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is and always will be 60 Minutes of Pop Fiction here in Jam 88.3, your new music alternative.
While doing swings, did they darken the sky? His roar's furious fire, and his scales sharpened sights. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. They burned and they bled as they issued their cries. We need Savior to free us from Alduin's rage. He rose on the field of this new war to wage. And if Alduin wins, man is gone from this world, lost in the shadows of the black wings unfurled. But then came the tongue on the terrible day. Steadfast as winter, they entered the fray. And I heard the music of Alduin's doom, the sweet song of Skyrim, sky-shattering boom. And so the tongue freed us from Alduin's rage, gave the gift of the voice, ushered in a new age. And if Alduin's eternal, then eternity's done, for his story is over and the dragons are gone.
Minutes of pop fiction. Venture into a world of fantasy, animation, gaming, mythical language, graphic novels, robotics, and sci-fi. 60 minutes of pop fiction. Hosted by Marty Tengco. Thursdays 9 to 10 p.m. Created for radio by Kooky Tuason. Only here on your new music alternative, Jam 88.3.
Your weeknight dose of spoken word on primetime radio is back. Because Pilipinas.
As life creates beats through hands and feet gestures.
Your sister asks me about you.
Because Pilipinas. Hosted by Kooky Tuason. Tuesdays 9 p.m.
Shut yourself off from the world and nod.
At hayaan mo ring aking hagkan ang pangangatan.
Because Pilipinas. On your new music alternative, Jam 88.3.
The Private Show. An hour of talk and special live studio performances from the up-and-coming
when you were 10. I wanted to write songs. I wanted to
and your favorite artists. From the hits to what's rare on air. The Private Show. Presented by Bandwagon Philippines. Aoi on September 5. Tide Edit on September 12. Mellow Fellow on September 19. Mooney Mooney on September 26. And July the 14th on October 3. The Private Show. An on-air concert and a little bit of talk. Presented by Bandwagon Philippines. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on Jam 88.3.
The rock and roll machine with Cousin Hoagie says it all with music. From high-energy blues rock to roots, raw and slow. Taking the experience to where jazz and soul mix it up. The rock and roll Machine. Every Saturday from 9 to midnight on Jam 88.3 and worldwide in your time zone over TuneIn.com, Mixler.com, and Follow the Beat on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Make the Rock and Roll Machine your weekend habit. The Rock and Roll Machine with Cousin Hogan. Every Saturday from 9 to midnight on Jam 88.3.
That's rock and roll heaven.
Revolutionizing the airwaves. With punk, ska, hardcore, and all that other good and teaching kids how to talk fast and think fast.
The Punk Connection, a celebration of punk rock and all its connections. Hosted by Wendy, created for radio by Renmin Adela. Saturdays, 5 to 7 p.m. on WRXB, exclusively on Jam 88.3.
Hey, user.
Hey, Sirit.
What is experience economy?
Oh, it's the current digital-led trend where the experience is as valuable as the product itself.
Thanks, smart person.
You're welcome, smartphone. Let's all experience extraordinary.